All right, guys, you've seen it right there. We're here. We're live. You're watching Buster Unmasked, and today it's all about Inhumane Championship Wrestling. And look, my guest today, he's kind of the Frankenstein of this, man. He's got the electrodes hooked up, the lightning hit, and boom, Inhumane Championship Wrestling was born. This guy's a 2-decade veteran of the wrestling scene. He's wild, he's crazy, and if you know him, he's Krusher Koloff. Krusher.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, it's going good, man. Look, I don't know about you, but it's felt like we've been waiting on this show forever, man.
Forever. When I decided to go ahead and do this show, I talked it over with my family, talked it over with different workers and companies. I said, I'm starting now, and I think it was like a 3-month deal of promoting.
Right.
And I said, hopefully it draws a crowd. If it doesn't draw a crowd, we're still having fun and we're still doing our thing. So I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, it's a stacked card. Look, we're going to talk about this card. We're going to run through the matches. I got some graphics of the matches. I got several promos. When we run across some of these guys, we'll check out these promos. Man,
I don't know if you can hear this. Can you hear my sisters calling?
Yeah, it's making me echo. All right, are we back good? Can you hear me?
We're back now. I got a phone call.
Right. Yeah, dude, it happens, man. Look, we got graphics, we got promos. We're going to run through this card. But look, before we get started on Inhumane Championship Wrestling, look, man, I want to know about Krusher Koloff. Everybody out here, man, take us through how you fell in love with wrestling and how you actually got in this business, dude.
Man, my first memory, I was 5 years old, and I lived in Pickett, Arkansas. And I remember watching Memphis wrestling.
Right.
And my dad, my mom, they took me to a lot of Memphis shows as a kid. I watch it on Sunday, Saturday mornings, and I was in love with wrestling. So I get up to becoming a teenager, and we moved to Texas. I end up in the WCCW territory.
Right.
So then I got all of that wrestling, and fell in love with that. I had a chance. I was a security guard in San Antonio. I was a security guard at a hotel, and WWE had come through, or WWF at the time. And I got to spend 3 nights after the shows just hanging with Bret Hart, talking with Bret Hart, and we never even talked about wrestling.
That's crazy.
We talked about family, and we talked about my family, and we just hung out. It was cool. It was a good experience. And then I knew I got to do this. I've got to do this. And we moved back to the area. We moved to Missouri, the Boot Hill, Missouri, and there was a local wrestling show. Bert Prentice had his show in Poplar Bluff.
Was it Ozark Mountain at the time?
Ozark Mountain at the time.
Right.
And so I talked to him at one of the shows, and I said, look, I want to train. Well, his trainers at the time was Colorado Kid. Giant Warrior got in and bumped a few people, with his big arm.
Right.
What were they doing? The Spiders, the Headbangers. They were helping train. Justin St. John. There were a lot of guys there that helped train. And so I got with them, and I learned the ways from them, and then I learned the things that I got to watch out for. It's wrestling business.
Dude, that's how you
wrestling boots. Here's some money.
Hey man, the best lessons you'll ever learn in the wrestling business are from the mistakes you make.
Oh yeah,
yes, dude. I didn't really have
made a ton.
Dude, everything I've learned through the years, most of it, I learned because I made those mistakes, man. It's just the way it is, you know. But you know, I wouldn't change nothing now, man. Every mistake you make in the wrestling business makes you smarter to the business, dude.
I wouldn't change a thing. You know, so I had a little stint with Moondog Spot with his company, and I see you share flyers from time to time from the shows, but I don't think I was ever on any flyer. I was just
Dude,
that jobber that came in and took my ass whooping and went down the road. Yeah.
what years, dude? Because I got a stack of flyers, a lot of them even handwritten.
This would have
from
been
Moondog Wrestling.
This would have been, I want to say 96. And I did like 6, 7 shows for him.
As Krusher?
As it was, I can't remember if it was Krusher, Koloff. I think it was. But I was doing, back then, I was doing MOD, Master of Disaster.
I
So
got to
it
go
could
through
be
some
that.
of them, dude. I got a shitload of them, man. When I say I got a shitload of them, I probably got 100
Oh,
through
wow.
the years.
I know I see you posting them quite a bit. So, and
You
I'll look
know.
at the names and go, nope, I wasn't a jobber on that one.
So, you kind of got started with Bert, man. The Colorado Kid's a good trainer, man. Me and the Colorado Kid actually trained together at the USWA school.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yes. Wow. And I mean, Bert, man, look, Bert's a hell of a promoter, man. Always has been. Now, don't look now. At times, especially back in the day, he could be a little shady here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, here's the thing. Bert could always get a show started. He could always draw a crowd, and he could always get it put on TV and get sponsors for it. He's a hell of a promoter.
I learned a lot from him just watching how he did that, you know, because he was, a lot of guys say, you know, a lot of bad about Bert, and I've messed with Bert over the years, you know, and picked at him, but he was always, I mean, I learned a lot from that man. I learned a lot. So, you know, I years ago I had a company. Looking back at my wife to see if she's gonna say. But it was we did a company and we had shows in Pickett, Arkansas, and it was mainly all hardcore. It was during ECW time, and you know, every match was a hardcore match, and that didn't last. You know, it was a specialty, and it lasted a few shows. You know, but I haven't done anything since. All I've done is play in the ring, and you know, I had my son was born with he had half of his aorta missing, and so we spent a lot of time in children's hospitals and St. Louis, and so I had a chance back then to go to Japan, and family comes first. I don't care,
man.
So I chose not to do a lot of opportunities that I could have had, but I'll never regret, and I'll never, ask for that time back, because, I was with my son and it was all good. So
family always comes first. Right. Family always comes first, dude.
Always.
I would have done the same thing, man. I would have done the same thing, man. When it comes to family, man, your family's there for you all the time. Wrestling, no matter how much you love it, it don't love you back as much, man. It's just the way it is, dude.
The wrestling business will slap you down. Yeah.
If you got a issue with rejection, then you don't need to be in the wrestling business, because you get slapped with a lot of rejection through the years, man. Well, look, man, Inhumane Championship Wrestling, man. Take me through the thought process of how long have you been contemplating doing this, man?
So I've contemplated doing it. Well, I'll tell you, Inhumane Society got started back in 2001, 2000 or 2001. We've been a group for a while. Yeah.
Right.
There's been a lot of members. There was a company back then that called Isaac Championship Wrestling. Coach BT at the time had CCW, Chaotic Championship Wrestling.
Right.
And they kind of joined together and made CICW. Well, I would mess with the promoters of ICW, and I would tell them, when I go out there, I'm going to hold a sign that says Inhumane Championship Wrestling. The ICW stands for our group, and we're taking over. And so we would do that. We would bring out the poster boards with the name on it, and we would put it in front of the podium, and we messed with that company bad. And so we talked about doing it since way back then, and it wasn't probably a year ago that I really got serious with, well, maybe I need to run a show. Maybe I need to do something, because I'm getting older. I'm not the best talent in the ring. I'm getting older, and I need to find something to do. So
yeah,
we decided,
age puts a hurt on all of us, dude.
Oh man. So I figure it's time, and we may as well just go in with, and the thing is, Corning, Arkansas is kind of special to the guys. So our announcers are Inhumane Society, for old Inhumane Society guys, Rod Dent, Anarchy, their commentary team. Now I'm bringing, Tony Diamond's coming back. He was one of the original Inhumane Society, and Corning is where Inhumane Society got started.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So that's
cool.
like, a full circle thing for us,
Right.
Like we're finally doing this thing that we talked about 20 years ago. So
that's what I was going to say. This has been like a blister festering for the last 21, 22 years now.
Yeah.
And now it's finally made it to the ready. It's time to pop
it, finally, man. About to bust.
Dude, I love the name, man. When I first seen it, man, I thought that's cool. I never even thought about it like that. I never even thought about it. I mean, obviously, I know you and Brimstone as the Inhumane Society.
Yeah.
And man, but when I seen you first put the thing out, the first posters, plugging it, flyers, I thought, man, that's damn cool right there. I loved it, man. Immediately, it's different.
You wouldn't believe how long it took us to settle on it, because I didn't want. I talked to my wife about it, and we went over names, and every time you look something up, there's already a name for it.
Right.
And I kept saying Inhumane Championship Wrestling. And I finally said, you know what? It's different. I like it. It's different. We're going into it as a family. My wife and my sister's helping, my nieces, my son, we're all part of the show. We're all helping out. And I said, you know what? We're different. We're not the same old wrestling company. We want to be different. So why not be different with the name? So to me, it works.
It's good that you got a support system like that, because I don't think people know how much effort it takes into running a wrestling show. Look, we're talking about running Corning, Arkansas, and most people don't realize how much time, how much effort, and everything it takes to put a show on in Corning, Arkansas. Look, imagine if you was Vince McMahon or Tony Khan, or having to put a show on like that and be worried about all these wrestlers showing up, because wrestlers, man.
Yeah,
they might be there, they might not. Dude.
They may show up, they may not. So
I love it, dude. I love the logo. I think it's cool, and it's different. When you see it, it's different. I think you're gonna get a lot of people come out. Maybe at first just because they're curious of what they're going to see. Y'all got a hell of a card, dude.
Well,
You gotta
I'll tell you, Psycho Sid, just mentioning Psycho Sid
right.
has got a lot of people's interest, because he hasn't done anything around here in a long time. So
Oh yeah, man. I'm
that keeps
assuming
a
he's the
lot.
yeah, he's a big anchor to have on your show, man. Look, you wanna pull up some of these graphics and check some of this stuff out, dude,
Yeah,
and kind of
yeah,
run
let's
through this
check it
stuff.
out. Yeah, that
All right.
sounds good.
Look, I don't know what order anything's in, so we'll just pull it up and take it as it comes.
We'll just go with it and talk about it from there. So
All right, I think right here's a matchup I'm kind of interested in. I think it'll be a good matchup. You got Danny Ice with Lindsey Wild taking on T Dog Dolliver, man.
T Dog Dolliver, Danny Ice is an old Inhumane Society brother from years ago, and it's good to see because he had retired for a long time. So it's good to see that he's back. He's got Lindsey Wild as manager. Um, T Dog Dolliver, he was a fan 15 years ago. He was 10, 15 years ago. He was in the crowd, and he was the go. He was. I nicknamed him Baby Rusev because at the time, as a kid, he looked like Rusev. So we even made him a shirt, with his face and Rusev's body, and um, he decided to get into it. He wanted to learn it, and he's wrestling all over now, and
I'm,
he's
I, you
he's
know,
trying to make a big name for himself. So
yeah, I first seen T Dog at Swag,
yeah,
and he's young. He's still green. He's got a lot to learn,
got a
but
lot
dude,
to learn.
there's a lot of potential there, man. I
I,
mean,
I
really,
can
there's a lot of potential.
I can tell you when he hits you, when he brings it in, you feel it. He don't hold back. He don't play around. When he gives you that arm, that big hit, you feel it. You definitely feel it.
I'm glad to see he's branching out and starting to work at other places because, man, that's how you get your experience, man. You got to get out and do this as much as possible. You need the repetitions, and then you need to work with different people all the time, man. Different styles,
Yeah,
different people, different companies. That's how you kind of learn this business. So I'm glad to see that. But look, Danny Ice, man, Danny Ice is a wily veteran, man, and he's definitely got the experience edge on T Dog. There's no question. And in my opinion, in ring technically, I'd say he's a much better technical wrestler. But can he overcome the youth, the
yeah,
size? T
yeah.
Dog's kind of like a wrecking ball or a bowling ball, man.
And for T Dog's size, he moves like he's a high flyer. I mean, the,
Right.
the dude has got some moves to him. So that's one that I was real curious about seeing. So had to bring that
All
to
right.
the show.
All right, Krusher, we're gonna do something, man. And I've done it before, but I mean, it ain't something I do all the time. But look, we're gonna make predictions, man. This match right here, Danny Ice versus T Dog. Give me a prediction, dude.
Mm. Danny's got Lindsay there, and Lindsay's dirty. So I mean, she's a dirty dog. So
Danny's
I
dirty.
Danny's dirty. Danny's honestly probably the dirtiest dude that I've seen in the ring in a long, long time. Because he'll do whatever it takes to win.
Exactly.
He's turned on me just to get a win. What are you
He'll,
doing? Well, we won, didn't we?
yeah, man,
So
he'll do whatever. What's your prediction, Krusher?
I'm gonna say Danny Ice and Lindsay on this one. T
Dude,
Dog,
man.
man, that's a hard one though, because T Dog is so he's just he's dangerous. So I'm gonna say Danny. I'll say Danny.
Man, I tell you what, I always look in real life in the wrestling. I was most of the time a heel, so I wasn't an underdog. But I always in real life want to root for the underdog for some reason, no matter what. But dude, now that you bring up Lindsay and Danny, I don't know if T-Dog can overcome those odds, man. I'll be honest with you, Krusher. I'm going with you on this one. I have to say the experience and the having Lindsay out there at ringside, I think that's going to get the Duke for Danny.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Well, look, let me pull up another one of these matches, man. Y'all got a stacked card, like I said.
It's a great card. I'm really proud of this card. So, and the next card's even crazier. the people I have coming to the next card, it's gonna get more wild. Oh,
all right, man. This match right here, it's a triple thread. It's Alistair Payne versus Big Daddy Devin Graves versus Trash Can Graham, man. And I'll be honest with you, I know about Alistair. I don't really know anything about Devin or Trash Can, but I tell you what, these dudes said all three of these guys had some words for this show coming up, man. You want to take a look at this and let's do this, man. Let's take a look at this. Let's just start with Trash Can, man.
Hey, Can of Maniacs, it's Trash Can Graham doing something I haven't done in a long time. Shoot a wrestling promo. I've been asked to shoot a promo to tell you guys all about Inhumane Championship Wrestling in Corning, Arkansas, December 2nd, and I can't wait to get back in the ring. It's been a long time. Now, you see, I'm going up against two guys. I've been blessed to be with these two young, amazing athletes, Devin Graves and Alistair Payne, and I'll tell you, all I've been doing is sitting around and studying your videos, and I know everything I need to know about you guys, and that's that you're dangerous, that you're badasses. Devin Graves, you're a big, large man, and Alistair Payne, you move like somebody that's been in the business for a long time. Am I worried? A little bit. I mean, I'm old and I'm rusty, but I've been eating these damn baby carrots. I've been working out like a beast. Don't mind the jiggle. And I'm coming to Corning, Arkansas, because Trash Can Graham is ready to dominate in the ring once again. So, December 2nd, come see your boy, TKG, because everybody knows to be the man, you gotta beat the can. December 2nd, it's time to take out the trash.
Trash Can Graham, Krusher. Tell me something about this guy.
Trash Can Graham is a Kentucky wrestler. He's from Kentucky, and a few of the guys that I have on the show are from Kentucky. They're good friends, and Trash Can was one half of the Smash Busters, and they were a great tag team. And so Trash Can's a nut. Trash Can will do whatever he can to win. He's just when you see him, I mean, he'll flop his belly in your face. He's gonna do whatever he has to do to win. So
hey, I like him already, dude. The promo, he's entertaining, man. He's funny.
That's what I like about him. You know, he is very entertaining.
And that was my first introduction to Trash Can Graham, was that promo, man.
And he retired for a little while. He's coming back to do this show, and he was at Swag not last weekend, a few weekends ago when we had the show at Swag. He was there, and he come back and he said, "Okay," he said, "I'm ready to hurt some boys now." So
he looks like
he got that rust off.
Hey, he been eating them carrots. Don't pay no attention to that jiggle, man, and he's ready for this match, dude.
He's coming for a fight, you know. And I'm proud of him because his time off, he gained a lot of weight. And lately, I couldn't tell you how long, but he's lost over 100 pounds. And he keeps losing weight, you know, to get back in the ring shape. So,
hey, that takes a commitment right there. 100 pounds ain't no joke.
No, it's not. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't either, dude.
I'm fat and I like my meatloaf. So
hey, I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. Look, Alistair Payne, man. I've seen this dude at Swag. I know he wrestles at NSWA too.
Yeah.
kind of a kooky character, but he's dangerous in the ring, man.
You know, we brought him to, I want to say Paragould. When we had a 6-man tag match with Doug Gilbert. I remember now, Doug Gilbert and Tommy Rich, and there was somebody else there, and we needed a third guy. It was me and Brimstone. We needed a third, and I asked Alistair, because he's from way over in Tennessee, and I said, "Hey, look, I want you to do this match with us." And he said, "I'm there for you. Let's do it." So once I decided to do this show, I got a hold of him. He's the one guy that I really wanted to have on the show, just because he's young. You know, he's got a lot to learn still, but he's young and he has a fight, and
Right,
that's what I want. You know,
and like I said, he's kind of off the wall. He's a little kooky, but he had some words, dude. Let's check out what Alistair Payne had to say about this Saturday night show.
Inhumane Championship Wrestling has extended an invitation to me, Alistair Payne, the baddest in the business, to come to Cornhole, Alabama, and kick names and take ass on December 2nd. That didn't come out right. Anyways, I'm a little offended that my first match at ICW is against a dog and a trash can.
Honey.
What?
It's Corning, Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Yes, not Alabama.
Not Alabama.
Right.
Corning, Arkansas. Just 1 second here. Hold on. Corning, Arkansas. Arkansas. Okay. Back to business. Dog, I've watched you win and I've watched you lose matches. I know what you're capable of and I know what you're not capable of. I've also heard what you've had to say about me in the back. This time around, December 2nd, it's my time to take you to the pound. And as far as trash can goes, I'm flattered that you're so obsessed with me that you have studied all my matches. Well, I'm not worried, because I got a plan for you, trash can. And it's called taking the badass out of the fat ass. See you both in Cream Crop, Arizona.
Corning, Arkansas.
It doesn't matter.
All right, Krusher. Like I said, he's a kooky kind of dude, man. He's a little off kilter, but he is dangerous in the ring. Like you said, he's young, he's hungry, and he's dangerous in there, man.
And he loves to fight. So
loves to fight. That's always a plus in the wrestling business.
I just hope he finds his way to the show.
Dude, and let me ask you something, Krusher. You ever met a guy named Charlie Laird?
That name sounds familiar. I believe so.
Blonde-headed guy, built real good. He trained with me and the Colorado kid in Nashville too. But look, talking about finding the building. So Osceola, Arkansas, Moondog Championship Wrestling. Man, it's like 5 minutes before the show. Moondog gets a call on the phone. It's Charlie saying, "Dog, I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost." Now, this is Osceola. It's hard to get lost in Osceola.
It's like three people there.
He's like, "I'm lost, dog." And Dog says, "Well, tell me where you're at." And he said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, tell me what you see." And he went to explain the stuff. And Dog told him, he said, "Man, you're outside in the fucking parking lot, man. Get out of your car and come in. You're at the building."
Damn.
So yeah, let's hope Alistair Payne makes it to the building, dude.
I figure I'll get a call from him.
You may do it, man. Hey, if him and Charlie's riding together, they'll never get there, dude.
Oh, crap. They'll end up in Osceola.
Look now, Big Daddy Devin Graves. This is a guy that, like I said, I had never heard of him. This was my first introduction to him. Big guy, confident. He had a few words. You want to listen to him and see what he's got to say, and then you can tell me what you know about Devin, man.
Okay.
Inhumane Championship Wrestling, the Big Daddy Devin Graves is coming to your city, baby. And guess what? I'm taking on two, not one, but I'm taking on two individuals in the same night. I line them up and I knock them down like I always do. Trash Can making a comeback to the ring. It's been too long, Trash Can. I've seen you. I've seen your work. You're going to be a threat. But guess what? It ain't nothing that the big dog can't handle. And Alistair Payne, oh, buddy boy, there's going to be opportunity for you. You get to get in the ring with the boys like me and Trash Can. Let's see if you can hang. Let's see if you can hang. Don't rely on that memory because you don't even know where you're going. But let's see if you can remember who you're going against. Because don't take us lightly. Don't take me lightly because I'm coming to beat everybody down because that's what Big Daddy does. I beat them down. I line them up and I beat them down. I'll see you boys in a few weeks, December 2nd. I'm taking over ICW, baby.
Big Daddy Devin Graves, Krusher.
Man.
Confident dude, a big dude. Tell us what you know about this guy.
And when he says, look, I'm a professional now, I've got the glasses.
There you
You know,
go.
when you get older, you really need these.
Dude, if I didn't have mine on, I wouldn't be seeing none of this. None of this shit would be right tonight, dude.
Man, well, I can actually see now, so that's a good thing.
There you go.
So, Big Daddy, he says he's taking over. He's big enough to take over. He is a big dude. He don't play. He's very serious. You know, he's not like a comedic wrestler. He's really serious, and he just beats you. He just beats you down. That's what he's good at. And I first saw him in Paris, Tennessee. There's a company there, and saw him there. Well, I went to the NWA 75 show, and I saw him there again, and you know, got to talking to him, and I said, he's doing like he's doing shows for them here and there, and like he's trying to get his foot in the door full time at NWA. And I said, I got to get this guy before they get him. You know, I want this guy to do our shows. So, and he agreed, and he's ready. You know, ready to take over, apparently.
Hey, all three of these guys are supremely confident. I can tell that. You know what time it is, Krusher? Give me a prediction. Which one of these guys is going to take this match, man?
Man, Graves is such a big dude, and he's such a bad dude. Trash Can. I'm gonna go with the young Alistair on this one. I think the young Alistair is gonna, you know, he's gonna get the brakes beat off of him, but I think he's got a good shot.
So you're going with Alistair Payne. You know, here's the thing about Alistair. I feel like if he can kind of pit these two bigger guys against each other, to me, that's his quickest way for success for this match. If he can kind of like when there's a battle royal going on and somebody dips out and hides. If Alistair Payne can get both of these guys riled up and get them riled up at each other and get them focused on each other, maybe he can let them beat the crap out of each other, and he can pick up the scraps and get the win out of this.
Get the win, yeah.
Dude, Trash Can, he entertained the hell out of me with his promo. Big Daddy's confident as hell. Me and you gonna disagree on this one, man. I think Big Daddy Graves takes this one, Krusher.
You think Graves got this one?
I think Graves got this
one. I still got to go with my boy Alistair, though. He's just kooky enough.
Right, he is. He's out of his mind, man. Well, look, dude. You got a lady coming in here named Cameo, man, and she's kind of, from what I can understand, she's maybe scouting talent.
She got a hold of me and she said, she said, I'm a big deal all over Kentucky. And apparently she's a University of Kentucky girl. And she said, I want to make somebody famous like me. I want to make people popular. And I want to make somebody a champion. And I said, well, this is the place to do it. So I don't even know what she's got planned when she comes in. And
Well, look,
I'm
man.
kind of afraid to ask her because she seems like a partier. So I don't know.
Yeah, she's matter of fact, I went and scavenged a little TikTok video of her that we'll show, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about her a little bit. Krusher, let's check.
Man, I forgot I was recording. I was jamming with my coffee this morning. But I've been looking on Humane Championship Wrestling page, and there's a lot of good talent there coming to Corning, Arkansas on December 2nd. So I'm coming, and I'm going to scout, and I'm going to make someone famous and a champion just like me.
Krusher, she's got a high opinion of herself. She said she's coming to Corning, and she's going to make somebody famous and a champion just like her, dude.
I mean, okay.
I guess we'll have to wait till Saturday night and see what she's actually here for and what she does, huh?
Have to see what she's got up her sleeve because with her, you never know. You never know with her.
Well, look, I'm gonna pull up another one of these matches. This one, I'm really interested in your take on this match here. It's got your guy in it, man. You and Brimstone. Y'all are the Inhumane Society, but this is a tag match with Brimstone and Ray Lee taking on the Outsider and Doug Gilbert. Man, talk to me about this match.
I was reluctant to do this match. Mainly for Outsider. Outsider said he had never tagged. In all the years he's been working, he's never tagged with Doug Gilbert. And I said, well, I'll make it happen. But there's a little stipulation with me. You're going to take on my Inhumane Society brother, Brimstone, and Ray Lee. And Ray Lee he's not really my favorite person. I didn't really want him for this match, but he insisted he's going to do the match. So I've got to let him do it. And Brimstone is not real crazy about him, but, there's trust issues. We don't know if we can trust the guy or not. He's not in Humane Society. But he says he's going to do the job. So,
hey, I'll tell you what. I had Ray Lee on the podcast a few months ago, man. I like the dude. Look, I know he's wild in the ring. I know he looks crazy as hell. But me and him had a hell of a conversation. Real smart dude to the wrestling business.
He is he does have a lot of knowledge.
And then obviously Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Memphis legend, legendary wrestling family, the Gilberts, man. I mean, you don't really have to say no more about Doug Gilbert, just other than his name, man. Dangerous Doug. He's one of the best, man.
Yeah, I mean, you say, Dangerous, and he's got that bat. So,
right.
Yeah, you've got that bat hurts.
Hey, here's the thing, though. They don't call him Dangerous Doug for nothing. You don't never know what Doug Gilbert's going to do. The Outsider, he might taste that bat just as quick as Brimstone or Ray Lee.
He may regret tagging with him. So, yeah.
Outsider may have made a deal with the devil. You can't never tell.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, look, man, Brimstone had a few words. He had a little short promo he sent in, mainly strictly to Doug Gilbert. So let's check this out, man. Let's see what Brimstone's got to say.
All right.
You know what? This Saturday night, Corning, Arkansas is about to get inhumane. We're going full beast mode. Doug, get ready. It's time for revenge. try hitting me with a bat.
All
I'm
right,
telling
man.
you.
Look, Brimstone. Normally he's the crazy clown. He's you got Captain Spaulding right there, but on the promo he looks like he's a dentist, man. He looks like he's at the dentist office, dude.
Yeah, he's at the dentist office doing a promo.
So let me ask you something, Krusher. You and Brimstone, thick as thieves. How you feel? How do you really feel about Brimstone out here tagging with somebody else other than you?
I'll tell you, I'm kind of wondering about this match because they don't like him in Corning. Yeah, he's the guy with the different colored beard, and I mean they rag him pretty bad, and we've lost some matches because he gets so frustrated with the crowd that he can't keep his composure. And he doesn't keep the head clear. So him tagging, I'm the guy that can say, man, watch out, man. Just, focus on what we're doing. I don't know if Ray Lee can talk to him and keep him focused. So I'm kind of leaning toward Outsider and Doug on this one. And that's my boy, but I don't know if he can stay focused once that crowd starts in. So
basically, you telling us overall, 99% of the time, you're the voice of reason in the Inhumane Society.
Anybody that is around me and Brimstone will tell you I'm the voice of reason, because he will get crazy, and I got to tell him, "Brother, chill out. You got to chill out. It's not that bad." He's got some, he's got that clown in there. And he's got some other issues. So I've got to be the voice of reason.
Yeah, he's definitely not playing with a full deck. That's for sure. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get out of Brimstone.
Never know.
Period.
Never
All
know.
right. So are you etching it in stone? Are you going with Doug and Outsider? Give me your prediction, man.
So I got to go with Outsider and Doug on this one, just because I don't think Ray Lee can keep him contained once the crowd starts in. Because once they start calling him Fruit Loops and once they start calling him names and really getting in his head, I don't think he can, without me out there to calm him down, I don't think he can stay focused. So I'll go with Doug and Outsider, as bad as I don't want to. But.
Dude, I'm with you.
You said Ray Lee. You got to say.
Look, man. Here was your key word I heard in this conversation about this match. You said you didn't really know about Ray Lee, but he said he'd do the job. I'm going with Doug and Outsider too, man. I feel like Ray Lee's gonna do the job, man.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
me and you agree on this one, man.
Look, good. We agree on one thing. That's good.
This next one coming up, man. This is a tag match, man. Let me get this pulled up here. It's another tag team match. Here we go. We have the Gotch brothers taking on Dysfunction, man. And look, the Gotch brothers, look, before we even talk about this, man, we got to watch this video. They had a hilarious video asking people who they thought was going to win between the Gotch brothers and Dysfunction. Krusher, let's check this out, and then we'll talk about this match.
All right.
I'm Jacob. This is Joey. And December 2nd in Corning, Arkansas, we're facing these guys, Dysfunction. So we're going to go around here at Trim Trab Brewery in Birmingham, Alabama, and ask them, who do you think is going to win in a match? Dysfunction or the Gotch brothers? Let's go.
I got on my shirt.
I'm here with, state your names.
Madison.
Sydney.
Madison and, I like that name. Madison and Sydney. Who do you think is going to win in a match December 2nd? Dysfunction or the Gotch brothers?
I think the Gotch brothers.
Same.
All right, I'm here with Noe and
Brandon.
Brandon. December 2nd in Corning, Arkansas at Inhumane Championship Wrestling. You got these guys, and then you got the Gotch brothers. Who's going to win?
You already know.
It's the Gotch brothers.
You heard it here first. Let's go ask someone else. All right, I'm here with this food truck, and we're going to ask them who they think is going to win in Arkansas at Inhumane Championship Wrestling. These guys or the Gotch brothers? You can't hear it, but they said the Gotch brothers. Let's go ask someone else. And I'm here with
Stunt Marshall.
Stunt Marshall. December 2nd in Corning, Arkansas, we're facing Dysfunction. Who's going to win? Who do you think? Dysfunction or the Gotch brothers?
I don't know, man. That guy has a flat top, so I think Dysfunction is going to take the Gotch brothers. Ah!
All right, Krusher, you seen it right there. Dysfunction, the Gotch brothers, hilarious video. Who do you got, Krusher?
So there's a change in this match. You talked about changes, card subject to change. So I waited until your show to bring this up. I've known for a few days, but I waited until your show. So Dysfunction will not be there.
Okay.
They Brandon Espinoza got hurt at an OVW show, I believe, and so they won't be there for this one.
Okay.
So we're going to bring them back to the next one. So the Gotch brothers, as of right now, have an open contract for that night, and they're going to take on a tag team. I don't even know. It's a shock. It's a surprise to us. So we're working on it now to get them some good competitors. Now, I really wanted to see this one because
me too.
OVW guys and the Gotch brothers have been all over recently. They've been kind of doing some stuff in Impact behind the scenes, and they've got a lot of things going on. And I really wanted to see this one. So we're going to bring this one back to the next show that we have because I really want to see this one.
Okay, you said the Gotch brothers got an open contract. That means there's no telling who might step up to challenge the Gotch brothers.
No telling who may show up and show out and want to try to make a name for themselves. Because that was what the Gotch brothers wanted to do with Dysfunction, was show that they're no punks. They're there. So
look, man, that brings me to something, man. The anchor of this show, in my opinion, man, this guy, he's not been around in a long time. He's a worldwide known fella, one of the biggest stars ever in the wrestling business at several different times. What do you think if this man right here stepped up and decided he was going to challenge the Gotch brothers? Big Sid, man, we got Psycho Sid. Is he still the master and the ruler of the world, Krusher?
That's the question. And if he wanted to step up, Gotch brothers have a fight on their hands. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
So talk to me about Sid, man. Tell me how you got Sid on this show, dude.
So it took a lot of planning and a lot of talking for him to do the show. And because he doesn't just do this all the time anymore.
Right.
He doesn't just show up to a show anymore and say, here, I'm going to take pictures or I'm going to sign autographs. So it took a lot of persuasion to get him there. And he's here. He's coming, and he's kind of, I based the show around Sid coming because he was the first one that, him and Doug were the first ones that we said, okay, these are who we want for the show. Doug's always been real good to me. And Sid, it's Psycho Sid.
Right.
And so, yeah, I don't know. We're very happy about having him there. And a lot of people are asking us. They send messages and they make comments and stuff on Facebook, and people want to know about Sid charging. Is there going to be a meet and greet before the show? How's that going to work? You get to meet Psycho Sid for the price of admission to get in. Now Sid.
Wow, that's cool.
Sid may have his merchandise. He may have his, pictures for sale. He may have some merch there, but I didn't want to charge people 25, 30, 40 bucks just to go in and meet Sid. If you're paying the $10 to get in the door, he's in there. Walk up to him, say hi, check his
really
merch
cool,
out.
Man.
I mean,
that's super cool. And go ahead, Krusher.
Well, they say, oh, if you're in the wrestling business, you got to charge, everybody for every little thing. No, you can keep it the price of admission at the door and have Sid come in and talk to people and relate to people, and you don't have to charge a ton of money. I mean, as well as I know, you're not getting rich in this business. So,
right.
Unless you're McMahon,
Well, it's cool, man. It's going to give people who hadn't seen Sid in a long time, and maybe people who've never seen him in person, get a chance, come out and see Big Sid Vicious, man. Hey, we don't know how many, like you said, this ain't something he does all the time, so you better come out and see him while you can.
While you can. And we've sold tickets as far as Cape Girardeau, Missouri, from people that just want to meet Sid. So, cool. Sid's a big draw still.
Yeah. Sid's, like I said, he's one of the biggest stars in the world several times over, man.
Yeah.
It's one of them guys. He's had 3 or 4 magnificent runs, man.
Oh, he has.
Well, look, that brings me to this. You got a ladies match on the card. Let's check this out, man. You tell us a little something about these women here, man. We got Natalia. What's her name? Natalia Markova.
Yeah, Natalia Markova. She's an NWA wrestler. If you haven't
she's
seen
taking on
Jennifer Justice,
right?
If you haven't seen Natalia Markova, go watch NWA 75. She had a match against Camille for the title, and they tore each other up. They didn't hold back. There was no. They've done things that I haven't seen men do in a match. So I was really impressed with that. And anybody that can beat Jennifer Justice up, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's going to be a stiff challenge for Jennifer. Look, we all know Jennifer. Is she still the EPW Women's Champion right now?
I believe she is. I believe so.
I'm a little behind on my wrestling with the holidays and stuff, but I think she's still the current EPW Women's Champion out of Boonville, Mississippi.
I believe she is.
Jennifer's kind of got her hands in a lot of different pies right now around the Mid-South area in the wrestling business. She's all over the place. Give me a prediction here, Krusher.
Natalia's been in, I believe, a few years, and so she still has a lot to learn. Jennifer Justice has been in for 20 plus years. She's wrestled all over the area. She's wrestled some of the bigger names, and she knows, what's going on. So, who do I? I mean, look at Natalia. Why would I go against her? But then Jennifer Justice will kick your butt, And
right.
For people that know me and Jennifer go back. I used to call her Miss Manafort just to get under her skin. And so I've taken my share of butt whoopings from her. I'm gonna say Natalia. Just because she's coming from Florida, she's kind of the underdog in this one, so I'll say Natalia.
Dude, man.
It's a hard one, is
it is, man. I'll be honest with you. This one's a tough one. I'm going to be honest with you, Krusher. I'm going with the hometown girl. I'm going with Jennifer Justice on this one.
Go with Jennifer.
I'm going with Jennifer on this, and I think she's got the experience. And Jennifer's crazy, too. You get her riled up, she won't pull no punches. So I'm going with Jennifer Justice on this one, man.
Jennifer. The thing about Jennifer is she another plus with her is she knows the crowd. Natalia doesn't know the Corning crowd like Jennifer knows. So she does have an advantage there. This one's a hard one.
Yeah, man, that was a tough one. Like I said, I'm going with Jennifer. Look, I saved this one for last because I'll be honest with you. One of the guys in this, and both guys, outstanding talents. Both guys have had a few words for this match. Let me find it here, and we'll pull it up. This here, Brian Idol taking on Bam Bam Baker. Look, both of these guys had a few words. Why don't we check out Brian Idol, what he had to say first, and then we'll check out Bam Bam Baker's video he sent.
This is the one and only Brian Idol, and I'm here to tell you that I'll be appearing live on Saturday, December 2nd at Inhumane Championship Wrestling in Corning, Arkansas. And I have just one question for whoever I face that night. Who's going to save you now? Because looks kill, and so do I.
All right, Krusher, Brian Idol. You can tell by looking at the picture, man, he's in excellent condition, man. He's an athlete. Tell me a little something about Brian Idol.
So Brian Idol's impressed me because, I've spent a lot of time watching his matches just to see what kind of style he does.
Right.
And they have a training school. They have, a wrestling company and stuff in Florida. Natalia Markova wrestles for him, and he just impresses me. He's a big dude, and I knew I had to have him on the show. As soon as my sister saw this man, I'm gonna carry his clothes, his bag. I'm gonna if he needs a valet, I'll be his valet. So I knew right away. Okay, he's got the look. If people are gonna look at him for that, and it'll draw money because he looks like I'll never look. Then let's bring him in. And I knew Bam Bam was the guy I wanted him to go against, because Bam Bam in the past year has put in a ton of work trying to get his body better and get his matches better. I knew I had to have Bam Bam on the show. So.
Yeah, man, I've been following Bam Bam for probably about 2.5 years now, man. And you are right. Over the last 1.5 years or so, you can see the difference in him in his physique. You can see the time he's putting in. Look, the reason I saved this one for last, man, because out of all the promos and different things we've seen, this dude here did a video that highly impressed me, man. Look, we'll talk about it after. Let's just show it, man. Really
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Why has B3 decided to come to Inhumane Championship Wrestling? It's pretty simple. I'm here for two things. One, to see what the talent has to offer here, and then to prove to every one of them that they stand no chance in the ring with B3. Strong, intimidating, resilient. These make up the power of Bam Bam Baker. I train day in, day out, 7 days a week to make sure I put on one of the best performances in that ring today. Don't get me wrong. I don't give a damn about you, the fans, or anyone at Inhumane Championship Wrestling. All I care about is being the best. I'll tell you this much, that on December 2nd in Corning, Arkansas, Inhumane Championship Wrestling, you will see one of the best damn professional wrestlers this business has ever seen. I am Bam Baker.
All right, Krusher, Bam Baker. Look, man, when I watched this video, dude, he made a fan out of me instantly, man.
I hear you.
Here's the thing. It's one thing to get on, to go live or record yourself talking shit. Most promos in front of the camera, I'm just talking shit. What impressed me is that this guy has a concept. He didn't just get in front of the camera and talk shit. He had a concept of what he wanted to do and how he wanted his character, who he is as a person, to be seen by these people. A lot of thought, man. A lot of thought went into that, dude.
It did. It did.
I love this video. I even sent this guy a message after I seen it, man. I told him, awesome fucking video, man. A lot of guys need to take a little lesson from this dude. This is what wrestling is all about right there.
Yeah.
Telling the people a story and fleshing out who you are to these fans, man. I'm interested in Bam Baker even more now, dude. I'm highly interested in him.
And with just 2.5 minutes, he explained who he is, what he's about, and what he's coming to do. And I when he sent that promo to me, I sent him a message and I said, now that's a freaking promo. That's a promo.
Right.
You know, that's the way to build yourself up. Exactly. And I mean, he that one really impressed me.
Hey, dude, it sold him to me. Now I want to know what's coming next from Bam Baker. I'm waiting for the next video, dude.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Krusher, with that being said, who do you got, Brian Idol or Bam Baker?
I'll tell you, I don't even have to think about this one. I think Bam Baker. Because he's putting in, Brian Idol, I'm not saying he's not putting in the work, but Bam is coming for one thing. He's coming for Brian Idol. And he's, Brian Idol said in his promo, whoever I go against, like Bam Bam's nothing to him. And Bam said, look, I'm coming for you, So he's pretty focused. So I'm going to say Bam right off the bat.
Yeah, and you can tell, man. Like I said, I've been watching Bam for about 2.5 years, and you can tell he's putting the time in the gym, man. He's putting the work in, and like I said, man, wrestling's all about concepts, man. It's about like that vignette's a vehicle for you to introduce yourself to these people all around the world, and in what 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 18 seconds, like you said. Now we all know who Bam Baker is and what he's about, man.
What he's about.
That's what it's all about. A lot of these guys should take a little notes from that, dude.
And if the new guys, if the greenhorns could just watch stuff like that and learn from that, man, wrestling would be great in the area, because you'd want to know who they are.
Right. Dude, Bam Bam Baker, Brian Idol.
Who you got?
Man, I tell you what, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Bam Bam Baker made it hard for me to want Brian Idol to win. I'm frankly, he did, man. You know, dude, he got me, man. I'm going with Bam Bam Baker too, man. After the
Going with
video,
Bam Bam on this one.
I want to see Bam Bam Baker win this match. I want to see him do good, man. Like I said, I'm waiting with bated breath for the next vignette or whatever he does, man.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. Video was man, awesome, dude. It was awesome. It was as good as anything you would have seen back in the day on Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Truthfully, production I don't even know if production would have been better, because hell, you can damn near do anything with a phone now. So
no, you can. And I'll tell you, the one thing that got me, and my wife even mentioned it after watching it, is the camera panning around as he's doing it's just little things like that catch your eye and you go, oh, okay, this dude's serious.
That's how you get noticed, man. It's simple as that. Well, look, Krusher, we're fixing to have to wrap this thing up. We actually went a little over time, but that's
I was thinking we went over, so.
Well, here's the thing, man. It's hard to set a time limit on something like this because, I mean, the conversation just goes, man. When the conversation's going, you let it go and you flow with it.
Let it go and have fun with it.
Saturday night, Corning, Arkansas, Inhumane Championship Wrestling. Promote this show to everybody. Tell everybody what ticket prices are, what the bell time is, and tell everybody why they should show up.
Oh man, if you want to go to a good, awesome, fun, family-oriented, just cool show, you want to come to Corning, Arkansas this Saturday. The tickets are $10 a ticket. Children 5 and under are free. We're going to have Barbecue Man. I call him Barbecue Man. Harold's Barbecue is going to pass out coupons at the door when you get your tickets, and it's going to have free food, free drinks, free barbecue sandwich. He's giving away a lot of cool stuff at his restaurant, and it's valid anytime. So come get you some free food. And then just the matches. We've got 6 huge matches going on for that night. Corning, Arkansas. The doors open at 6 o'clock. Bell time is 7 o'clock. There's no 7:30. Ain't no 7:45. Bell time will be 7 o'clock. If I got to get up in that ring and get the show started, somehow that show's going to happen at 7 o'clock.
I like it, dude. I like it.
I hate being at a show where it's 8 o'clock and you're waiting for people to come in. If you're not in there at 7 o'clock, you're going to miss some shit. And that's it.
There you go.
I mean, plain and simple. Be there between 6 and 7. Get in the door, and you're going to enjoy yourself because we're going to put on a show. I do everything with my family. I've always done everything with my family. This show is, we're making you our family that night. You are our family, and we're going to make sure you have a good time.
Y'all heard it there, folks. This Saturday night, Corning, Arkansas. Bell time, 7 o'clock. No matter what Krusher says, it's going to start at 7 on the dot, no matter what. Get your ass there early. Check out the Barbecue Man. Check out Psycho Sid, Doug Gilbert. You got the Gotch brothers, Brian Idol. You got Brimstone, Alistair Payne, Big Daddy Graves, Trash Can Graham. He's going to be entertaining as hell. Look, Krusher, man, I appreciate you for coming on.
Oh, I appreciate you for having us on.
Dude, I've enjoyed this. It's been a blast, man.
It has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed myself tonight.
Dude, you take it easy, and I hope your first show is exquisite, my brother. I hope y'all do great, man.
I hope so, man. Thank you very much, and you and your family have good holidays if I don't see you.
Y'all do the same, Krusher. Y'all have a great night, too, my brother. You take it easy.
Will do. You take it easy.
All right, guys, you seen it right there. Inhumane Championship Wrestling this Saturday night. Corning, Arkansas, bell time 7 p.m. Do not miss it. It's an awesome show. Should be excitement all through the night. You can see Psycho Sid, Doug Gilbert, and all these other great wrestling talents. Do not miss it. All right, guys. Next week, next Wednesday night, the very first, 30 minutes or less with JT Williams. Do not miss it. Wednesday night, 7 p.m., the debut of 30 minutes or less with JT Williams. He's a young guy just starting in the business. He's been wrestling about 1.5 years, and that's what this whole show is going to be about. Young guys just breaking into business. It's going to give them an opportunity to tell the world who they are. And Tuesday night, the 5th, next week, Tuesday night, 7 p.m., the KAW crew's back. I got Terry Golden. I got David Jett. I got Alcoholic. I got the fabulous Chris Rocker. And hey, this ain't no interview. It's a special bullshitting with Buster edition. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be talking. These guys are going to be telling stories. Check it out. Do not miss it. Guys, thank everybody for watching. Don't forget, check us out on Genesis TV. We are coming. I'm waiting on the air date now. As soon as I get it, I'll let you guys know. Go check out Genesis TV, man. Really cool streaming network channel. Go check it out. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you next week.